So let's make some what I'm calling banana fritters. So I've mashed my bananas. There's 3 of them, and I'm using 2 cups of plain flour, and then going in with some sugar. Just 1 cup of sugar. I did later on add brown sugar as well, so you can do that. You don't have to, but yeah, I just added brown sugar for the color as well. And then I'm just gonna mix all of that together in the bowl. I believe the next thing that I added was, actually that's a lie, I mixed all of this together and then I realized that I'd forgotten to add baking powder, so I did add it at the end. Also realized that I shouldn't have used a whisk for this. I should have just used a spoon, and that is why it is taking me an eternity to mix it together. But here we are. I've gone with the spoon. I'm now going to go in with water. Now I would usually use milk, but I didn't have any on hand and I couldn't be bothered to make almond milk just to do this. So but if you have milk on hand, you can use milk instead of water. But honestly, it didn't make it taste any different, basically. So yeah, feel free to use either one, whichever one you have on hand. It really is about how you flavor the dough more than anything else. So once it gets to a nice consistency, you don't want it to be watery, you want it to be quite thick, because the idea is that it comes out a bit fluffy, a bit like a pancake really, but it's a fritter. So once it's mixed together, as I said, I'm adding in my baking powder, which I completely missed out, just half a teaspoon of that, and then mixing it in, and then going in with my flavor. So cinnamon first. I always use loads of cinnamon because I just love the taste of it in like cake and stuff like that. And then a little bit of nutmeg, because I find that if you put too much, it doesn't taste very nice to me anyway. And then I'm going in with some vanilla essence. Completely forgot that I should have opened it before we started the video, but I do eventually get it open. And again, with the vanilla essence, I just pour in as much as my heart tells me to, because I just love the taste of it, and I think it just ups the flavor of everything. Now we are over to the stove for frying. So we have our oil, and I'm just using like a tablespoon full of the mixture and apportioning it out so they come out like an oval shape. And then once I fill the pan, I just obviously let it fry on one side until it is golden brown. Do not take your eyes off it for a second, otherwise it will probably burn, and you don't want that. Okay, you want them to be golden brown. So this is how you want them to look when you flip them over. Sometimes you will get crispy edges, but that is fine. And here is the whole thing all fried. There's loads of them. Feel free to freeze them and use them whenever you feel like. Take care.